Yo, hello. We are back with some more Angelic Chaos, and this time we're no longer trying to date an angel or a sister. We're going for a normal character, a human, in fact. Still, you know, not from Earth, but she's a human. All right. And that is Aurie's, because that's where because she's at the bottom of the list. She hasn't really done much in terms of the story, right? She's been there, but yeah, you know, we haven't really gotten to know her as much as other characters. So let's hope that her route, and probably even Kaguya's route will shed light on her character. So either way, that's enough rambling on. And let's start by taking a break. Every choice should be about the same.
はあ、お兄がごちゃごちゃ言うから新しく買った下着なのに。
As I mean, it's a combination of choices between Noah and Amane's route. But at least this time, because I'm actually following an actual good guide instead of Otakule's guide, where I was all over the place in terms of which choices you had to make. I won't fumble again. Everything should be pretty normal, right? Every choice that led to something unique in Amane's route is just going to be the choice that I would have made to get to Noah's route until, where would it be? It'd have to be here. Here, I mean. The first unique choice. Who would have guessed? Let's pick Aurie. Once again, who would have guessed? My eyes are drawn to Aurie, who's wearing some kind of sweatshirt. I wonder why that is. She's got a lot of leg, alright. It's an incredibly standard design. She's not even showing much skin, so you'd think the other girls would catch my eye first. I mean, the first girl who caught your eye had the least amount of asset to catch your eye with. So, you know, it's more in line that Aurie, who is the most covered up, would also catch your eye. Maybe it's the way you can just see the bottom of her swimsuit below the sweatshirt. It's pretty sexy. I never knew I had this fetish. Well, you know what they say. When it comes to how would you say? When it comes to female body appeal, the more a girl wears, never mind. You know, here's the thing. There's a reason why Ririn has a lot, and I mean a lot of porn. All right, a lot of hentai, and it's not just because it's popular. All right, it's also because it's not perverted in any sort of way. All right, I mean, other than Ubel, I guess. But, you know, Frieren is definitely not, looted in any way, shape, or form in her anime. So, you know, it's kind of the same thing here, where Orie, being the most modest, is one of the more appealing ones, I guess, because you get a bit, you get a bit of swimsuit under the sweatshirt, sweatshirt. Is it really a sweatshirt? There's a fucking zipper. Whatever. It's not a tracksuit, apparently. But enough about who my eyes are drawn toward. I've got 5 attractive girls with me. You can't blame me for being excited. Often a man in this situation has to slouch forward. I've never laughed at those men again. I'll never laugh at those men again, because my face is on fire right now. Actually, how much? Okay, yeah, whatever. I think I did look by myself before. I don't know. I'll go look for her too. We left most of our valuables in the locker, and those we didn't were keeping on us. It doesn't really matter if something happens to the stuff we've still got lying around. I'm the only guy in our group, so I assumed responsibility for looking after our stuff for most of the day. Everyone keeps telling me I don't have to stay there. I don't have to stay here. I guess I'll do that. After making sure the towel's in place, I get up. She went to get a latte, so she probably stopped by the cabana. But Kaguya probably already checked there. Well, I just hope she's alright. Kaguya was pretty confident it had nothing to do with their world. And I can't think of anything else that would pose a danger to her. She strikes me as the kind of person who can handle most situations by themselves. Maybe she's been hit on. Nah, I doubt it. She'd reject them instantly. And not in a nice way either. Even the kind of guy who doesn't take no for an answer would scram. She does have that stone cold face. But she's still kind of cute in her own way. Maybe there's a guy out there who wouldn't give up. Yeah, I know the kind of guy who wouldn't give up. All right, I'm gonna go look for her. Oh, there you are. Very weird. Okay, yeah, I get that this whole thing was trying to, you know, they're looking for Orie, but does that mean I skipped over the context? Is like, first of all, it wouldn't really make sense for that to happen. So it's either the context was when I got the neutral route ending. Right, when I fucked up because I followed the wrong guide and I got the neutral route, and that's where the context went. So it doesn't make sense anymore because I forgot everything that happened in the quote-unquote neutral ending. Or they actually did skip past unique dialogue, and I don't know if they did. I spot Orie in front of me. Upon calling out to her, she turns around.
Ah, あなたですか?
Wow, not happy to see me?
いえ、今、人探しをしていたものですから。
Yeah, of course she's not happy to see you. She's only happy if it's Kaguya. Who?
この子の親です。
Already a unique sprite. and there's a little girl standing next to her. She's wearing Orie's sweatshirt, struggling to hold back the tears as she peers up at me.
母親とはぐれてしまったらしく、一緒に探しているところです。
Oh, you're helping someone I never considered that.
何を言っているんです？
Kage was looking for you, so I joined in. We considered a few reasons why you hadn't come back, but not this.
姫様が何か非常事態が起きたんでしょうか？
Yeah, the emergency is that you're missing. No emergency. She got worried because you were taking too long.
そうですか。私も一刻も早く姫様の元に戻りたいのですが。心配しないでください。一人にしたりしませんよ。あなたの母親はちゃんと見つけてみせますから。ありがとうございます。
Orie gives the girl a comforting look and pats her on the head. The little girl looks terrified, but her facial muscles seem to relax ever so slightly. I proceeded to kneel down so I can speak to the girl at eye level. I'm gonna help find your mum too.
ありがとうございます。
So Orie gets a unique NPC with a sprite even before her route. Meanwhile, Amane had to wait until the very end of her route to get a unique NPC sprite. Do you remember what she was wearing?
黒い水着。
Was it like the one this lady is wearing? Or was her tummy covered?
隠れてた。
Great. And that's going to help a lot. Do you remember where you last saw your mum?
あっちの方。
Gotcha. I knew she'd only remember vague details, and I don't blame her. I've had this happen to me before. By the time you realize you're lost, the panic clouds your mind.
一応、あちらにはすでに行ってみたのですが、それらしい方はいらっしゃらず。
Well, her mum's probably searching around too. You don't stand still when you lose sight of your child. Is there a missing child center anywhere around here?
迷子センター？
It's a place that take lost children to reunite them. It's a place you take lost children to reunite them with their parents. Her mum probably ran there first, so if we go there, they might be able to get in contact with her.
なるほど。
They didn't have a place to take lost children, but we were able to find the girl's mum easily enough. But yeah, I doubt there was a lost child center at a beach, alright? All we had to do was inform the on-duty lifeguard and tell them what she was wearing. As it turns out, the only reason she hadn't found the girl first was because Orie gave the little girl her top to shield her from the intense sunlight.
ありがとうございました。
Damn. The little girl gets a sprite, but not the mum.
いえ、とんでもありません。むしろ結果的には、私が捜索の邪魔をしてしまったようですね。
Is the only reason why they gave the little girl a sprite was to have Orie's sweatshirt cover her?
誠に申し訳ありません。
Would the lost little girl not having a sprite be a continuity error? Because then you could come up with the argument of why wouldn't the mum be able to find her girl, her kid, right? It would have been weird, but now they have the excuse of, oh, Orie's sweatshirt was covering up the girl, so, you know, you wouldn't have been able to realize that your child, that was your child, you know, unless you were really close up to her.
いえ、一緒にいてもらって助かりました。
Well, there goes my theory. They not only had a sprite of her and Aurier's jacket, it's a jacket. They just have an actual. Why? I don't think this girl is like any other character from any other Ubisoft games.
ありがとうございました。どういたしまして。次からははぐれないように気をつけないといけませんよ。はい。それでは失礼します。
The only reason I can see as to why they would give this girl a sprite is if she comes back into is if she's one in a different character's route or two comes back in Aurier's route. I mean, yeah.
さようなら。はい。さようなら。
Bye. I wave the mom and daughter goodbye as they depart. And then look over at Aurier, who's giving them the exact same wave.
何ですか?
You have a soft spot for kids, huh?
私のことをどんな目で見ているんですか? 迷子の子供を放っておくような非道ではありません。
I knew you wouldn't do that, obviously. But I kind of thought you'd run off after Kaguya and leave the child with me after I told you what was going on.
確かに姫様のことは重要ですが、さすがに子供を見捨てたりなどしません。
Yeah, that's the unexpected part. You're a fucking simp. Your Kaguya's fucking simp, so like...
それとも、この世界では子供を見捨てることも普通なのですか?
I wouldn't say that, no. But you gotta be extra careful before you go up and talk to random kids.
気を使う? どういうことですか?
This world has its fair share of problems. If you're unlucky, they might think you're a pedophile, or a kidnapper, or even worse. A Minecraft YouTuber! Thankfully, we didn't end up having to deal with a hysterical parent this time around. The mother could have easily lambasted us for making her daughter wear the sweatshirt, or accused us of trying to lure her away. I mean, yeah, she could have done both of those things, but it wouldn't have done anything. I've only seen stuff like that online, mind you, so I don't know how often it occurs in reality. Yeah. How relevant that one statement is. You could apply this statement to literally anything that happens online. It's like, oh, actually no, I probably shouldn't get into that because in the US, everywhere, what are you talking about? Though you can't just laugh and say it'll never happen. The worst part is, parents like that are unlikely to listen no matter how hard you try to explain yourself. Well, I wouldn't worry about that.
そうですか。それよりも、姫様が呼んでいるのですよね。早く戻らねば。
She was just worried because you've been gone for a while. It's nothing urgent.
心配をかけているのは間違いないわけですから。
Alright. Let's head back to where our things are. We might pass her on the way. When we get back, I can stay by our things.
わかりました。まずはそうしましょう。
Aurier and I then head back. Did you swim at all today?
いえ、膝くらいまででしたら入りましたが、泳いではいませんね。
Huh. That's kind of a shame.
そうですか? 思ったよりも気軽に来れる場所にあるわけですし、 もったいないというほどでは。ですが、季節の問題もありますか。今の季節にしか楽しめないという意味では、確かにそうかもしれませんね。
But that's not really what I meant.
では、どういう意味でしょうか。
Well, I meant it in the sense that she's wearing an outfit she'd only wear for this occasion, but I don't know why she'd react if I don't know how she'd react if I said that. Amane, for example, would totally call me a creep. Now that I think about it, it's really only a shame because of the swimsuit, not because of the beach.
谷風さん？
Say it, don't say it. Is there a reason I shouldn't? Would not saying it lead to the neutral route end? Because, like, this is exclusive to Aurier's route, right? You look good in that swimsuit. Save? Should I? I don't know. Would it just, you know, maybe there's some fluff dialogue of like, you know, it wouldn't be right for me to say that or something like that, right? And then it would lead to the bad end, quote unquote bad end. And you specifically bought it for today, so I just thought it was a shame you spent all your time at the on the beach.
はあ、この水着がですか？
Why the confusion?
いえ、私としてはそんなにこだわったわけではないと言いますか。私服の時と同じく、変でなければと適当に選んだだけですから。特に思い入れなどもなかったので。
Safe option. Safe option in what way? She didn't even consider it. She didn't even consider if it would look good on her.
今更ですが、私の水着は一般的なものですよね。
The design is pretty standard, certainly. Sure, it's a bikini, and it's fairly revealing, but that's perfectly normal. Yeah, I think it's pretty standard.
であれば、褒めてもらえるほどのものでもないでしょう。
Well, no, the difference is that it's you wearing the swimsuit, alright?
大抵の人が着ても似合うようにデザインされたもののはずです。
Like I said, it's because it's you wearing it. And that's a blunt way to put it. I mean, sure, but that's just because it's not anything crazy. It only looks good on you because you're cute to begin with.
はあ、そういうものですか？
Well, I think so at least.
そうですか。お褒めいただき、ありがとうございます。
It's a bit of a shame we're dating Kaguya's assistant instead of Kaguya first. It's a shame for Kaguya. I was just giving my opinion. You don't need to thank me. Things have gotten awkward now. The sand crushing beneath our feet sounds particularly loud. I catch Orie staring at the ground out of the corner of my eye. That is, until she flings on the sweatshirt she got back from the lost girl, and pulls it up and yanks up the zipper. She's getting self-conscious.
なんですか？
Huh? Oh, nothing really. You just put that on so quickly it startled me.
誰のせいですか？
Wait, what? You're blaming me?
決まってるじゃありませんか。谷風さんの視線が何やら怪しいからです。
I was not. Besides, you're always coming on to me and insisting I settle for you instead.
あれはあくまで姫様をお守りするためです。姫様にそのようなことをさせるくらいなら私がと思っただけで。あと、迫ったとか言わないでください。
You sure?
なんですか？
Because like your reasoning is kind of flawed in the fact that you think you're the next best option. Oh no, not next best option. What? How would you even say it? Because like, okay, Kaguya likes Riku, and then Orye is like, don't date her, date me instead. But you know, it doesn't really make sense that her first thought in how she can prevent Riku from dating Kaguya is not being like, date someone else instead. It's her specifically. All right, that's the best way I can put it. Oh, sorry, you're just surprisingly normal. I realized.
意外とって何ですか？確かに私は生まれも育ちも谷風さんとは違う世界のものですが、もしかして非常識なところがありますか？
Well, your hair is green for one. Kinda. Especially when it's something to do with Kaguya.
それは仕方ないじゃないですか。私は姫様の従者なのですから。
Sure, attendant.
姫様に仕えるものとしてそういう場面もあります。
Hey, I wasn't saying that's I wasn't saying that's a bad thing. My impression of you was just wrong, and I feel bad about it. You're cuter than I realized.
それバカにしてませんか？
I don't know. Is this what you wanted? Isn't this what you wanted? Isn't it better that Riku is hitting on you instead of Kaguya? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you what I think.
でしたら別にいいんですが、やっぱりバカにしてませんか？バカにしてますよね。
Why would you think I am?
妙にニヤニヤしているからです。私をからかって楽しんでいませんか？
I swear I'm not. The thought never even crossed my mind.
わかりました。
You still don't look like you believe me.
そういうわけではありませんが、やはりニヤニヤしていませんか？
My face is just naturally like this. I'm not trying to tease her, truly. If I am grinning, then it's just because I've never seen Orye act like this. Also, it's just plain cute.
ようやく見つけたわ。
I was not flirting with your attendant.
姫様、遅くなり大変申し訳ありません。こちらカフェラテです。時間が経ちましたからもう必要ないかもしれませんが。ありがとう。いただくわ。
Kaguya pokes a straw into the drink and takes a sip.
リクも一緒だったの？
I went looking for her myself.
そうだったの。手間を取らせてごめんなさい。
Well, I did a better job than you.
それで織江、どこにいたの？迷子を見つけましたので保護をして一緒に親を探していました。ああ、そういうこと。それでその子は？はい、無事母親が見つかりました。そう、ならよかった。ご苦労様、織江。いえ。何か？
Nothing. Hee. Seeing her like this, you'd never imagine it. But the truth is, Orye can be quite cute.
遊んだ。
Is that really how they end it? Is like, oh, Orye can be cute. Brother, I already know that. You don't need to remind me. Alright. Everything from here on out
バックログ画面だ。
should
シー
be
ンを移動するぞ。
route, right?
天使創造リブート。
The tests, shopping or shopping for swimsuits, and going to the beach. My days have become so busy I could almost forget I'm actually an introvert. But that's over for now. Today's finally the closing ceremony. The summer break starts for real tomorrow. Goodbye, summer.
谷風くん、ちょっといい？え？手を合わせて何してんの？瞑想？
I'm just thanking the heavens that my days as Zanomi are over.
どういうこと？
Don't worry about it. I'm doing this so the bliss I've experienced as of late doesn't dull my senses.
よくわかんないけど、勝って兜の尾を締める的な話？
そうだね。油断しないのはとても大事なことだと思う。特にリクはね。
Yeah, right. The most immediate danger is gone, but I suppose I can't let my guard down even if I'm just planning to spend my summer indoors. And there's that unresolved issue with my dick too. But that aside. So, you wanted to talk about something?
そうそう、今日さ、1学期のお疲れ会をかぐやちゃん家でやろうって話になっててさ。
Oh, really?
それで谷風くん家のお子さんたちのご予定はどうかなってご用聞き。
I'll go. What about you, Noah?
聞くまでもない。僕はリクといついかなる時も一緒だからね。
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that you're not going to be the one dating him.
それだけ聞くとすこぶる意味深。
本当だ。そこはかとなくハレンチな関係を匂わせてるみたいになってしまっている。
Need I remind you that we're in the classroom?
いやこればかりは生き方だから。
Yeah, it doesn't help that you are enabling Noah by I don't know if enabling is the right word, all right? You're enabling Noah by also not keeping your mind out of the gutter. Sure. And that's not much of an excuse.
僕とリクは参加でいいと思うけど、アマネはどうだろうか。
I'll go ask her. Yeah. Okay. I idly look over the classroom. I see Shiraishi and Kinoshita staring at us from a distance. They look more like they're waiting for Kohibari rather than waiting to talk to us. What about them? Didn't you promise to hang out with them or something?
ああ、大丈夫だよ。いつもの流れで一緒に帰るだけだし。前にも言ったけど、2人とは夏休みに遊ぶ約束、がっつり出てるから。
Right. You're going to the beach, right?
そうね、こっちの海メンツは、今を逃したら次いつ集まれるかわかんないしさ。
Right. Introverts like Amane and I are probably unlikely to invite anyone out on our own. We definitely prefer to spend the hot summer cooling off under the AC. That's pretty much every summer for me. But it is kind of sad now that I look back on it.
お待たせしました。
Oh, the girl of the hour.
みんな、帰る準備は終わったかしら？
I mean, like, no one else may know, but she will be soon.
ああ、うん。今、声かけてたところ。
So, you make it sound like I agreed to come already.
あら、違うの？
Well, I am. It's kind of impossible for him not to come. Well, no, actually, it's very... It kind of is impossible for him to come. Never mind. But, you know, it's kind of impossible for him not to go to Kaguya's house when this whole route is meant to be for Orie.
見透かされていて面白くないという感じかしら。かわいい。
No teasing, please.
なんか谷風くんのリアクション、私の時とは違くない？
Kurumi, you don't need to be jealous of Kaguya, alright? It's Orie you need to worry about. I don't think so. Anyway, I'll go ask Amane.
やら
結局発起人のくるみが別行動なんてね。
Kaguya says as we head to their high rise. Rather than surprised, it sounds like she's impressed by how dynamic and active Kurumi can be. I think she promised to go home with her friends first. It sounded like she told Amane to bring some games too. After I went to ask Amane if she was going, she went to get some games. It was apparently Kohibari's idea for us to get together and play games. Brother, stop saying games. You've said it 3 fucking times in a row. Amane seemed delighted with the idea of playing games. So she went back home to get some board games for us to play. God fucking damn it. Maybe she's gonna try to overtake Kohibari with even more games.
バックログ画面だ。
Games. Brother, shut the fuck up. This is almost as egregious as the word youth in Kakunuke. I also thought about going home to leave my things and get changed, but I didn't want to drag Noah around with me all day. After some walking, we come to a crossroad just before the apartment building.
では、私は買い物をして帰りますのでここで。
Oh, really? I can go with you.
いえ、それには及びません。ゲストの手を煩わせるわけにはいきません。
No, I insist. And it's not because of the shopping, it's because you're the one doing it. A guest? No need to be so uptight about it.
じゃあ、私も一緒に行くわ。
No, Kaguya, it has to be Orie and myself.
いえ、それには及びません。もう少しですし、姫様は家まで皆さんを。
Okay, sure. I guess that's a better reason than mine.
あ、そう？はい。それでは。
She bows her head and leaves without leaving room for me to say anything.
どうかしたかしら。
No, it's just that I thought we'd gotten a little closer back at the beach or something. She's not trying to avoid me or anything, is she?
それはないわ。ただ、従者としての線引きをしっかりしたいだけなのよ。
うん。僕もそう感じた。職務に忠実でありたいという感じだ。
Yeah, but like, when is she gonna be passionate about Riku, you know? Her duty, huh? She called us guests before, didn't she? Ah, right.
リク、どうしたんだい？
Oh, it's just Kohibari was the one who brought up the idea to have a little get-together to celebrate the term being over, right? So, you probably don't have anything prepared.
ええ、確かに。
となると、売り絵の買い物はその準備のためか？
Yeah, and it'd be a lot for her to go buy enough food for 6 people and bring it all on her own. I'll go help her. Oh, what an excuse! What a good way to what a good way to meet up with. What's the word? Not meet up. A good way to, I don't know.
私も行くわ。
No, you're not allowed to spend time. No. It's more of a word that is not joining up with Orie. It's the leaving the main group, right? It's the, I don't know. No, I'm sure she'd be worried if we all went. So I think just Noah and I will be fine. Ditching? Yeah, it's better. Ditching the main group to spend time with Orie. And it'd be bad if Amane and Kohibari got there without anyone to greet them. So you go on ahead. How does that sound?
確かに。その方が良さそうね。
Uh-huh. Did you say something funny?
いや、私よりもあの子の矜持を理解してるなと思って。
No, I noticed it just now. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I probably should have asked Noah about it first. What do you say? Want to come along?
もちろん。美味しいもののためなら。
Ever the third wheeler. I didn't say I was going to get you anything. I'll just get you some Hanamani Daifuku.
さすがリク、話せる男だ。
Hanami Daifuku.
それじゃあ二人とも、うちの織江をよろしくね。
Ah, there you are, Orie.
谷風さん
Thank goodness we found you before you went inside.
リク、息が上がってるな。もう少し鍛えた方が。
Says you. You're coughing up a fucking storm. Kaguya already has an inkling, right? I mean, you know, probably. Look who's talking.
生身の体に慣れてないわけでもないのだが、とにかく翼さえあればこんなことには。
I'll make sure to invite you when I go jogging. Probably not during summer though.
どうしてここに
Oh, we just asked Kaguya we just asked Kaguya what supermarket you usually go to.
いえ、そういうことではなくて。
Well, you're gonna be carrying a lot, and the party is for all of us, right? So I just thought it'd be nice to, you know, brother, how fucking fast is Orie? She walked all the way over here. How far did she go? The lack of oxygen going to my brain isn't making this any easier.
私一人で大丈夫ですよ。
Well, I just thought it'd be nice to help, and I also came to get some Hanami Daifuku, right, Noah?
ああ、花見大福とポテチとコーラは女子会にマストだ。
Who said anything about soda and potato chips? Oh well, she's helping me out here, so whatever. I'd like some potato chips too.
なるほど、そういうことでしたか。
Yeah, he's definitely not doing this to get closer to you or anything. Yeah, so there you have it. Let's go together.
わかりました。では、まずこちらを。
A handkerchief?
汗だくのままでお店に入るつもりですか？
Once again, Orie walked here. It's either the conversation that Kaguya and Riku had was that long that she was able to get that you know, the time it how would you say this? Riku must have bolted that quickly and suddenly for his body. But that's the problem. That's the thing. The reason I didn't comment on his out of breathness until well, you're going to carry a lot for the party and the, you know, that line. The reason I didn't comment on it until then is because he was panting a lot, right? He was out of breath for a while. That's what I'm getting at. And like, Kaguya and Riku didn't talk that much. So like, it doesn't add up unless pants turned to arousal pants. Okay. Right. Thanks. I take the handkerchief from Orie.
何でしょうか?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking the handkerchief is a little too pretty to dirty it like that.
汚してこそのものですので、遠慮なくどうぞ。
Alright. Thanks. But as soon as I start wiping the sweat off from my face, I start feeling shy again. A nice scent from the handkerchief tickles my nose. Wait, what am I even thinking? Don't be a creep. Yeah, this is way too early. This is way too early to start developing feelings for Orie, especially since, well, it would be too early if this was a main route, right? But because Orie is a side character, this is going to be a shorter route, right? This is the Chiaki, the Chisaki. What was her name again from Riddle Joker? Whatever, you get what I mean.
ですが、わざわざ走らずとも連絡していただければ。
Chisaki. Yeah, okay, I was right the second time. This is the Chisaki of Angelic Chaos. Yeah, but I don't have your phone number or anything.
いえ、姫様からです。
リク、顔が真っ赤だ。
What about the teacher? I mean, the teacher's probably going to be even shorter than that, so I don't have a good comparison compared to Chisaki. Chisaki's route still was fairly long, right?
汗も増えてる。
I swear it's not because I swear it's because I was, you know, it's because of the running, right? My face is only red and I'm sweating bullets because I was running so goddamn hard, you know? It has nothing to do with Orie.
ずっとハンカチで顔を覆っているがどうし
It has nothing to do with Orie's scent. Keep talking, keep talking and I won't get you the Hanami Daifuku.
どうして僕はただ純粋に心配しているだけで。
Sorry, I just appreciated if you were. I'd just appreciated if you let me go. Let me be for a bit. I know she means well, but that really hurts you right now. So, thanks for the handkerchief. I'll wash it and give it back to you.
気になさらなくていいのですが。
I still want to do it. I bet money and Mum would bite my head. Would bite my head off if they found out I wasn't a gentleman. Wasn't a gentleman at moments like these.
はあ、わかりました。ハンカチについてはお任せします。では行きましょうか。お手数をおかけすることはないと思いますが。あなたがいてくれて助かりました。
Once we were done shopping, Orie takes the time to bow her head and thank me on the way to the apartment. All while holding two huge shopping bags, larger than the ones I'm carrying, I might add. No, it's nothing. I guess magic makes sense, though. I should have figured it might come in handy like that.
ええ、日頃から重たいものや数がかさばるものは魔法で運びますので。
How convenient. I guess that explains why you were so certain about not needing any help, huh?
いえ、今回は谷風さんがいてくれて本当に助かりました。便利なのですね。電子マネー決済というものは。
Electronic payment. Yeah. I feel she's more thankful for the phone payment app rather than me. She got a whole lot of food for the 6 of us, so we were at the register for a good while. I wouldn't mind if it was just us, but the lady behind us was starting to get really impatient. So I went ahead and tried to pay as quickly as I could while she apologized.
電子マネーを使うかどうか聞かれたときは頭が真っ白で、ポイントカードを差し出してしまうポンミスを。
Oh, yeah. The lady looked a little amused by that.
あの時、すっと差し出されたスマホは、まるで圧巻に向けられた騎士の剣のようでした。
I don't think the two can be compared. I don't think you can I don't think you can compare the two.
うん。白馬のスマホナイトだったよ、リク。
In a different context, that is the biggest insult you could give to someone. The white smartphone knight. Sure. Okay, I think that's enough.
いえ、本当に窮地を助けられました。姫様の従者として、近隣住民の方にご迷惑をおかけするわけにはいきませんので。
Well, I know having people behind you during checkout can be sort of stressful.
これを機に、電子マネーも克服せねば。
Yeah, the first step is spelling it and pronouncing it correctly. It's really not that big of a deal.
IH 同様、電気仕掛けのものは仕組みがピンとこないので、どうにも苦手意識が。
So she knows how to pronounce electronic, but electronic payment is different apparently. Not weird considering you come from a different world, from a whole different world. Literally. These things have evolved as I grew up, so there's nothing unusual about them for me. But she came into this world without previous warning, and had to get used to it quickly. I guess it's like me when it comes to magic. It's true that I don't really understand much about magic. Oh, Orie. Whoa. How could she turn her head in such a cute way? How does she do that? What do you mean? Like I said, too early to start developing feelings for her. If you don't mind, I could teach you how to use electronic stuff and all that.
いいのですか?
Gosh, it's not fair how cute she is out of nowhere.
あ、ですが、そこまでご好意に甘えるわけには。自分のことは自分で何とか処理しますので。
She shut me off again. I need to shoulder everything on your own. You helped me a lot to learn. Wait, you helped me a lot to learn to control my mana too, remember? I feel like... How? Yeah, you helped me a lot to learn to how how should be there, but there should be something else. You helped me a lot. Never mind.
お世話をしたのは姫様では？
I mean, yeah, but you also helped me a lot. You helped me a lot, right?
いつ谷風さんがフラチに及ばないかと目を光らせていた記憶しかありませんが。
Did she really just say that? I mean, you made tea and brought me a towel, and you helped me out a lot throughout it all.
ありましたね、そういえば。
バックログ画面だ。
Brought me towels, singular, I mean plural, not just one. Yeah, so I want to help you whenever I can too. It's only fair. And honestly, you don't need to be so uptight when it comes to helping me. When it comes to helping and getting help, it's normal to want to help someone in need and to receive help too. Just like when you gave me this handkerchief.
なるほど。それはまあわかります。ですが。
The two densest characters, yeah, they are. She's still not sure about it. Do you hate the idea of learning from me that much? Maybe I'm trying so hard. It's off-putting. Yeah, I guess I can say that. It's annoying when people want to force the way they do things onto you. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
いえ、そういうことは決して。
Then why are you so against the idea?
そのご教示いただくにあたって連絡先の交換は必須かと思うのですが。
Oh, right. That'd probably make things faster, yeah. Did Riku just guilt trip her? I think so. Or maybe you just can't exchange contact info like that. Yeah, I guess an attendant can't just do whatever she wants.
ですからそうではなく、なぜあなたはそうして先回りして逃げ道を作るのですか？それでは私が言いにくいじゃありませんか。
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. But then what's the problem?
その電気の機械の使い方を教えていただきたいです。
That's easy.
それで早速連絡先についてなのですが。
Laurier transfers one of the huge bags to her other hand and takes out her smartphone.
どうやって登録すればいいのでしょうか。私にご教示ください。
She asks, flushing heavily all the way to her ears. How could she be this cute? And so I teach her how to add new contacts to her phone before we arrive at the apartment. I teach her all the ways she can do it and the shortcuts she can take to add more contacts. All the while, Noah holds the bag with the Hanami Daifuku in it, with an expression of pure bliss on her face. Just how much does she like those